A warm welcome to Blockchain Basics, a part of Tech Boss program to help you become a master in tech, be your own boss with all the tech knowledge needed. This is based on many of my past actual paid trainings, and this is to help you master over 100 plus technologies. So, before moving on, many share testimonials almost every day, and they say that I'm technically sound. So let's jump into the introduction. What is blockchain? Blockchain is blocks of secure linked data. It's a sturdy data, strong data, which is unbeatably strong. And why should you learn blockchain? It is a future, and it might be replacing, or it might be a need more than a bank. So you might be getting the needs with the power of blockchain technology. And blockchain stores not just the data, it stores the history of data too. It reduces the compliance cost. It is going to be used in healthcare, government, bank, finances, and many areas of life. It is the future. It is in the growing stage right now. It is nothing but the old linked list technically, and in the node structure, which I'll explain later. So, where is it used? Blockchain is used in big organizations like Walmart, Unilever, and of course, these cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, all these run on blockchain technology. So, today I'm going to share you the fundamentals of blockchain in a very simple way, which will help you to start even coding blockchain. So what are the benefits? You get to know something which is part of future. You're getting prepared for the future. You learn to earn from home. This is a technology which is highly in demand in the market. And what is the part of blockchain? It is like a public data ledger, and there is a strong protection. So how is the data protected? With powerful hash algorithms. And there are concepts like mining, validation, which I will explain with the demo. And we'll go ahead with a simple application. So to understand blockchain, blockchain is blocks of data. So we have many blocks, and they are linked by chains. So what is a block? A block has a data which can be the transaction, or it can be certain details, and it has something called previous hash and next hash or current hash. So, and these blocks are linked with this power of previous hash and current hash. So each block has a data. Sometimes you can just store all the data with the history too, and so each has some data. So if the value of this, the first previous hash value is 0, and for this particular data the previous hash value will be, and if the current hash value for this is something like 09 dfr, the same. So the previous hash value for the second block will be 09 GDR, and the current value will be based on calculated based on the hash algorithm for the data. Based on the data, hash calculation is done and some value is calculated. So similarly, for this particular data, the value is 8768, the previous hash, and the current value is created based on the current data. So this is a blockchain. This is a chain, blockchain, the whole thing is called a blockchain. And whatever you have, the blocks, these rectangles are the blocks, and they are linked together with the power of previous hash and current hash. So I'll open up my PowerShell window to help you understand blockchain. So first is the hashing concept. First, you need to have an algorithm which is going to calculate the hash. So we have a cryptography algorithm, SHA-256, and we can have our own algorithm to make it stronger. So what it does, it takes the string and converts it based on internal algorithm, and we get the return value. So if you look at this, we let's see. And so the first, I just run it, and so first it's displaying all the blocks. So the value Alice paid Thangu is the first data. The previous hash is 0. The current hash value is calculated based on this function. So next, we have to get the block hash. So based on a data. So how do we actually calculate the hash? I use the previous hash and then append it with the data and then calculate the hash value. So you can have different algorithm. You can just append all the data and then calculate the hash based on your wish. You can calculate the hash. So now there are various actions you can do in blocks. So what are the actions you can do? You can create the first block that is called the Genesis block, and then you can add new nodes or new blocks that is called new block, and uh, and there is another function called validate block which will validate. See, in blockchain you cannot actually update or change the value. So the moment you update the data, this validate function will say that data has been tampered and the block is invalid. So there are strong algorithms to ensure that the data is safe and not modified by wrong people. So how do you create a new block? It is like if you look from the technology side, this is like a link list. We are adding a new node to the block. It's like adding a new node. So we add the new block. So we get the latest current hash, and then we calculate the hash value based on algorithm. We add the get the add the new block. So how do I display? So I'm just displaying the data based on the a normal algorithm to display the data. So first I'm creating the first block with value Alice paid Thangu $1,000. That is the first transaction that I'm creating. And for that, the first value, this is called the Genesis block. The value is 0. And then the current hash value is DA5E based on the data. Next, we create an other data. uh, we are going to add another block called Alice paid Thangu $2,000. So here I want to track the history. So I'm getting the first transaction also, the second transaction also. So Alice paid Thangu $1,000, then Alice paid Thangu $2,000. So it's like we can see the entire history also. And now we have a new block. So here the data is this. The previous hash value is the current hash of the previous block, which is DA, and then current hash value here is 5. So this is called blockchain and basics of blockchain. So like this, we can implement in various technologies. And so here is a demo of a PHP application where I'm showing the data in JSON format. So after mining, that is after calculating the hash value with an algorithm, this is the particular current hash. So first value is 0, previous hash, the first block, the data is 100 and current hash is this. Next data, the current hash is the previous hash is referring to the current hash of the previous data, and the data is 2000 and current hash is calculated. So this is a simple PHP application of a blockchain, and this is a simple uh, Node.js application. The first hash value is 0, then amount is 1000, current hash is calculated with another algorithm. The next block hash, previous hash value is this current hash value, data is 2000 current. So we have seen various simple application. You can extend this to various big applications too. So I hope this was very helpful for you to understand the fundamentals of blockchain, for which this is going to be the future. And I'm looking forward to blockchain overpowering the banks so that we all can be having better transactions and better money bank balance or better balances for the needs. So what are the best practices? So it gives long-term security and the cost factor, a lot of cost is reduced. And how is it? So you might ask, why is it better than a bank? So what happens is in a bank, there is a middleman. So you are buying or selling from somebody, and there is a middleman called the bank here. So when that is centralized, and this is a blockchain which is decentralized, and there is no middleman. The transaction is there are servers over the world, and it is most secure. So, but in the long term, right now it is actually not secure. So, as a best practice, right now think long term and understand that it's actually not secure, and make sure that you have the data in your own side, and security is in control is in your hands. Still it is this technology is evolved to be highly secure. And again, why is it coming back to the bank example? Why is it better than a bank? Definitely, it might be. It's predicted that blockchain is going to be the future and it's going to take over. And there are many pains that this centralized system might causes. For example, Facebook is a middleman. It's holding all the data. It's like owning the world. It's holding all the data, and the whole business is running the ads, and it's running on that. So now the middleman is gone, and you can directly imagine, you can directly, business owners can directly do the ads without any central control. So the middleman is gone, and the cost is heavily reduced, and everyone is benefited, both the business side and the end user side, and you feel more secure because there is no central authority controlling your data. So we saw the demo. So in the future, of course, blockchain is going to be more secure, more sturdy. It's already a powerful algorithm. It's going to be even more powerful, and you get more control. So more and more in the future, you are the control is with each of us, and not any president or prime minister. The It's going to be people power. You're going to have the power, and knowledge is power, and hence I try to share the knowledge. The more you know, the more you're safe. So please understand that mere living in a house or merely owning something does not make you feel safe or happy. You should know how the tools you operate, or the things you use operate. So even if you're using a car, and if there's a breakdown, if you know, have the knowledge, imagine how powerful it is. You don't have to depend on an expert, and you can save money also. So knowledge is power. The more you know, the more your life is easier. So thank you so much, and you're an awesome app creator. So if you're interested in a live session or an online course on blockchain with top experts, you'll get to learn more in depth, like what is blockchain, why blockchain. You'll get hands-on. You can practice live on create hashes, the Genesis block, the new block, and by doing, you feel more powerful. So that kind of power you can get in the. So if you're interested, just apply https://tango.com/TTA, or just join the free groups, tango.com/groups, and or tango.com/beta, where there are a lot of apps or simple web applications planned and pipeline. For example, a quiz app is going to be launched soon to help you practice for any interview in over 100 plus technologies. So before it becomes paid, you can just join these groups to just be part of that and enjoy the experience with 100 plus many other users around the globe. So thank you so much, and wish you success. Take care. Any questions, you can email ask@thangu.com. So take care. Bye bye.